So today is 15th December. I checked out from my hotel and I reached Hawa Mahal. I'll be taking a bus now and going to Amer Fort, Nahargarh Fort and another fort. Yeah, just waiting for my bus to come. It's around 11 o'clock, so I have plenty of time to cover. I have the bus to Jaisalmer at around 8:30, so I should be fine. I should get enough time to explore all the places. So let's see what we have in store. And yeah, let's go. So I have reached Amer Fort. Behind me is the Amer Fort. I think there's a very big trek here. Have to go really up, but let's do this. I think this is gonna be worth it. Entrance behind me, and there's this big garden, as you can see, in the entrance. So I reached the initial part. What you see behind me, from where the elephant is exiting, it's the Sun Gate, which is the first entry point. We'll have to take a ticket from there. So let's explore more. So I took my ticket, came upstairs, checked the ticket, and there's this beautiful temple here. I think this is called Bhairav Temple. I think there's another way to go up, but let's check out some of the stuff that's here. So the last courtyard that we saw, it was kind of open to the entire public, and the one that we are right now, it was restricted to a private gathering. So it's like a so sorry, I'm not really sure, sir. People actually, I don't know if people feel like I'm a localite here. People keep asking me so many things. And I keep telling them that I really don't know. This is my first time in Jaipur or in Rajasthan. Structure that you see behind me is also called Sheesh Mahal because of the glass work that's done there. Let me try to show you something from really up close so that you get an idea of how it looks. So it looks like there's some shoot going on in the palace. I'll try to show you some glimpses of the shoot if I get a chance. So leaving Amer Fort now. Probably I'm going to go to Nahargarh Fort the next. There was a shooting going on, and incidentally Tamanna Bhatia was kind of shooting there. Got to see her. Couldn't click any photos because it was not allowed, and there were like a lot of people, so just came back. So these are some of the big utensils used for cooking food for
I
the.
can be cooked here. If I go inside, I can be cooked. I can be cooked.
There's also this art center kind of thing here. There's a art gallery. There's a couple of art galleries and a Meena Bazaar behind me, but all of them are closed. So I'm heading towards Jaigarh Fort now, which is nearby. I have to take the right trek, and then keep moving. Just behind me, this is the way to Jaigarh Fort. So from what I understood is that not many people actually come to Jaigarh Fort. As you can see, the road is completely empty. But then yeah, I thought of giving this trek a try. Again, the road is pretty much sloppy. It's just no steps here, just stones on top of one another. But yeah, I think it's worth it because the best views are from the top. So let's go there. So after a relatively tiring hike, we are here. It's always good when you kind of climb a mountain and reach the top. Came inside the fort, and this is the cannon foundry. So I'm inside this part of the fort where there is a separate section where you can find all the tools that they used for making cannons, but it's not clearly visible. From what it looks, I think it's like a workshop kind of place where people used to make all kinds of tools. Most of it will be, used for cannons and all, because I think the two main activities of people in the ancient times were basically farming and then keeping their country safe. So yeah, seems like a interesting place. Maybe there have been so many people working at this place for so many years. So I'm at War and Peace Gallery. There are a lot of pictures and a lot of information about war, about Rajputs, and I'm just going through them, as you can see. This place has a lot of information, I feel. I am inside the palace complex. There is a strange kind of art here, which I have seen with some other artists as well. And right behind me, there's this place. I'm not really sure. It's called Subhat Niwas. And then there's something else called Khilbati Niwas. There were a lot of, swords and guns and cannons in the museum. Not the museum, the gallery, the war gallery that was there. And I think there are a few more here, few more things here that we're gonna explore. Right behind me. I'm inside this tunnel kind of thing right now. There's a temple called Lalit Mandir here, and outside there was another place called Lakshmi Niwas. And most probably this is like a maze that's there. Hopefully I don't get lost. People are clicking pictures like crazy. One thing that I've noticed in all these palaces and forts is that they're really, really huge, and there's always some sort of secrecy that's maintained, and it's not possible to kind of explore everything. Yeah, and a lot of guides as well to tell you about the place. There's another viewpoint here. This place is crazy, man. Oh, there's a garden here as well. Crazy place. Some of the people at the entrance also told me that it will take around 2 hours to explore this fort. I was like, nah. But it seems like it's gonna take a while to explore the whole of the place because it's so huge. And there's another viewpoint here. And there's another one behind me. I'm gonna go right now. Seems like there's another viewpoint. So let's go to the other one as well. There are people from all over the country and also from abroad, and they're speaking so many languages which I even can't understand. There's another lake, not sure what's the name. This is Lalit Mandir, and this is Sagar Chhatri. There's a terrace there with similar kind of view. So what you see behind me is the puppet theater, and behind me is the dining complex. From what I can understand is that the royal dining complex, in fact. So I think the kings used to have their food, their meals here, and while they were having their food, they enjoyed puppet show here. I also overheard a guide telling some other people that the shooting of Jodha Akbar was done here. So this is the place where the king used to sit, you know, and here is where the all the dancers would be performing, or the musicians, or anyone who's in any kind of performing arts form would perform. I'm probably gonna go and have some food, very light food now, and then try to find a ride to Nahargarh Fort. So what I thought was the exit of Jaigarh Fort was not the exit. There's a lot more here, so I'm gonna check the rest of it as well, and then head out to Jaigarh Fort. Just met an Assamese couple who are also from Guwahati. They have traveled back from Ajmer and they are going to Agra a couple of days after this. So yeah, always good to meet people from your own place. So I took an auto. ये video बना रहा हूँ. So I took an auto going to Nahargarh Fort now. It's like an uphill road. Gonna take some time. This is the way to Nahargarh Fort. So I have reached Nahargarh Fort. It's not as big as Jaigarh Fort. Seems like a viewpoint is there. I'm gonna go and check it out. So behind me is the entire city of Jaipur. Looks really nice from here. I think the view is gonna be really nice in the sunset time. So let's see. Today's trip was really worth it, I feel, with the kind of sightseeing that was done. Going to check out Madhavendra Bhavan now, which is one of the places inside Nahargarh Fort. So that's like the entry to Madhavendra Bhavan. So I completed watching the Madhavendra Palace. The only thing left now is the sunset point. My whole Jaipur Fort exploration is almost over. Felt really good to explore more about the Maharajas of Jaipur. Probably I'll get to know more in Jaisalmer and Udaipur as well. So I've got my bus to Jaisalmer at 8:20. I'll be leaving from Nahargarh at around 6. So probably I'll reach the Jaipur city by 6:30 maybe, or 7 o'clock. I'll get my backpack from my hotel. Actually, I left my backpack because I couldn't carry that to all those places. I think the best thing about the palaces of Jaipur and the forts of Jaipur is the maintenance. They've maintained everything so well, and I've hardly seen something like this in other places. Maybe there are other places where there were a lot of kings and palaces, but then the amount of cleanliness that's there, the maintenance that's there, it's incredible. And the government, as well as the the committees that maintain these properties. They deserve a lot of lot of credit for that. So final activity for the day, gonna have some food at a restaurant which is here at the sunset point at Nahargarh Fort. Hopefully one day I'll come back again to Jaipur and explore more about the place. Let's go and see some sunset. So there's a 100 rupees entry to this restaurant which you can redeem having a cold drink or a coffee or a tea. There's another viewpoint on the other side of this restaurant which doesn't have a seating arrangement, but there's a sunset point there as well, and there's a sunset point here with all the seating arrangement. So finally I'm here to see the sunset. As you can see behind me, it's not so clear, but the whole of Jaipur is visible from here, and I'm the only person at this restaurant right now, and it's an amazing place at the top of the mountain at Nahargarh Fort, and I'm gonna see the sunset in a while. बना रही है? The sunset is over. I am going back to the city. हाँ
जैसे बोलबोल होता रही अपने ये तो
अच्छा सही है. So I boarded the bus to Jaisalmer, and I'm gonna reach there at around 9 o'clock in the morning. Till then, bus का सफर. So we stopped at some place near Ajmer. Like I had some rice and dal and papad. The bus is gonna start and we're gonna head out to Jaisalmer. It's a chilly night here. I think it's somewhere around 13-14 degrees now. It's gonna get colder in Jaisalmer is what I think. I'm gonna get back to the bus. So good night and take care.